Hello everyone, welcome to my channel SW Metro official channel.
When Robyn Brown entered the Brown family in 2010, she was presented as a shy, soft-spoken single mother of three, seeking unity and love. Christine, Janelle, and Mary welcomed her publicly, though fans and even the other wives expressed concern about how her arrival shifted the dynamic. The early signs were subtle. Robyn received preferential treatment from Kody, was the first wife to be legally married to him after he divorced Mary, and constantly seemed to be the center of his attention. While Robyn was portrayed as innocent, many fans questioned her motives, particularly when she expressed jealousy, played the victim, or stirred up emotional drama. Still, Kody remained blind to the growing resentment among the other wives. He insisted that Robyn was misunderstood and downplayed her influence. But behind the scenes, the cracks were deepening, and one by one, his wives started walking away. Christine's exit, a wake-up call ignored. Christine Brown was the first to break free. In a groundbreaking moment for sister wives, Christine announced her separation from Kody in 2021 and relocated to Utah, prioritizing her happiness and her children over a marriage that left her unfulfilled. Christine repeatedly cited a lack of intimacy, neglect, and favoritism toward Robyn as reasons for her departure. In one unforgettable moment, she stated, "He has a favorite wife, and it shows." But instead of acknowledging Robyn's divisive role, Kody doubled down, blaming Christine for not being loyal enough. He framed himself as the victim, unaware that his family was slowly crumbling because of his refusal to see Robyn's impact. Janelle and Mary follow suit. Robyn's isolation is complete. By 2023, both Janelle and Mary had also ended their relationships with Kody. Janelle, long known as the practical, no-nonsense wife, grew tired of Kody's emotional detachment and his refusal to include her in major family decisions, especially concerning the Kody Pass property. Robyn's constant presence and influence made it nearly impossible for Janelle to communicate with Kody without conflict. Mary, who endured years of emotional abandonment, finally cut ties with Kody after he made it clear their relationship was dead. Even though she initially remained hopeful, Robyn's manipulative tendencies, from guilt trips to gaslighting, only pushed Mary further into isolation. With Christine, Janelle, and Mary all gone, Kody was left with the one wife he seemingly wanted all along, Robyn. But instead of happiness, what followed was tension, loneliness, and, according to fans, a descent into emotional and financial ruin. The bankruptcy bombshell: is Robyn to blame? In 2025, reports of potential financial disaster began circulating around the Browns. Sources close to the family revealed that Kody and Robyn were facing mounting debt, possibly on the brink of bankruptcy. Robyn's lavish lifestyle, including expensive purchases, online shopping habits, and reliance on nannies and multiple homes, was allegedly draining the family's finances. To make matters worse, the Kody Pass property, once hailed as a symbol of the family's future, had to be sold off, in part to pay off debt and divide assets among the wives who had left. The dream of building a family compound had officially died. Some fans claimed that Robyn was hoarding assets, while others speculated she encouraged Kody to ignore the other wives' needs, pushing them toward departure and leaving her with control over him and their finances. Documents leaked by insiders hinted at unpaid credit cards, multiple maxed-out accounts, and failed business ventures associated with Robyn's online jewelry brand, My Sister Wife's Closet. The venture had been dormant for years, but money continued to be invested into it with no return. Was this the final straw for Kody? Kody's realization: I was wrong. In a shocking scene teased in the upcoming Sister Wives season trailer, Kody reportedly breaks down during a confessional, admitting that "I didn't protect my family. I protected one person, and it cost me everything." Though he doesn't name Robyn directly, the implication is clear. His journey from denial to realization is evident in his recent demeanor, more reflective, more isolated, and, to many fans, more regretful than ever before. Friends close to the Browns claim Kody has been distancing himself from Robyn lately, spending more time alone and even reconnecting with some of his adult children, particularly those from Christine and Janelle. This change in behavior has only fueled rumors that Kody is no longer blinded by love, and is starting to see Robyn's manipulative tendencies for what they are. Robyn's defense, playing the victim again? Meanwhile, Robyn has done what she always does, she's painted herself as the misunderstood martyr. In tearful confessionals, she insists she never wanted to be the only wife, that she just wanted to be loved, and that she tried to unify the family. But fans aren't buying it. Social media has erupted with criticism, calling out Robyn for weaponizing her tears, manipulating Kody, and isolating herself from the other wives long before the split. Some even pointed out her lack of visible mourning during recent family tragedies, saying she made everything about herself. Her repeated claims that she's being punished for loving Kody fall flat for many viewers, especially in light of the bankruptcy rumors and her role in the financial collapse of the family. Where the other wives stand today. Christine Brown is thriving. Happily married to David Woolley, she glows in every social media post and seems to have reclaimed her power and peace. She continues to build her brand, live openly, and connect with fans who view her as the face of strength and resilience. Janelle Brown has embraced independence and focused on her health, family, and business ventures. She's living life on her own terms, detoxing physically and emotionally from the pain of her marriage to Kody. Meri Brown, though quieter than the others, has also made strides. She recently opened up about feeling free and hinted at new business and spiritual ventures. Her distance from Robyn is now complete, with some insiders saying Robyn and Meri no longer speak. Can Kody recover? Or is it too late? Kody Brown built his identity on being the patriarch of a large, loving polygamous family. That identity has crumbled. And while he may now be confronting the truth about Robyn, fans question whether it's too little, too late. Some viewers believe Kody will try to rebuild his relationships with his ex-wives or children. Others think he'll fall deeper into despair, especially if the bankruptcy becomes official and financial support from sister wives dries up. But one thing is clear, the tide has turned. Kody is no longer the man defending Robyn at all costs. He's no longer deluded about who caused the rift in his family. The veil has lifted, and with it, a clearer picture of the damage left behind. Public reaction, fans rejoice at Kody's wake-up call. Across fan forums, Reddit threads, and social media platforms, Sister Wives fans are reacting with a mix of vindication and disbelief. For years, they've pointed out Robyn's red flags, accused her of manipulation, and predicted financial ruin if Kody stayed loyal only to her. Comments include, "We've been saying it for years. Robyn wrecked that family and now she's wrecked their finances too. Kody chose this. But at least he's finally waking up. It's about time. This is karma, you don't isolate 3 amazing women and expect your life to flourish." Robyn never wanted sister wives. She wanted Kody. Period. Conclusion, a family torn apart by one wife's influence. The story of sister wives has always been about family, love, faith, sacrifice, and unity. But what happens when that unity is tested by one person's ambition, jealousy, or manipulation? Kody Brown may have finally reached the heartbreaking realization that Robyn Brown was never the glue holding the family together, she was the wedge driving it apart. With the looming possibility of bankruptcy, emotional estrangement from his children, and the collapse of every marriage but one, Kody is now forced to reckon with the truth. Robyn wasn't just the 4th wife. She may have been the final blow to a once united family. And now, as the world watches, the only question left is, will Kody ever be able to rebuild? Following season 19, Kody Brown of Sister Wives makes a shocking revelation that could ruin the family's future. The fans are left wondering about the Brown family's future as Sister Wives season 19 draws to a close following an intense 4-part tell-all special. It's clear now that Kody Brown's several families are in ruins. Meri, Janelle, and Christine, his 3 ex-wives, have all moved on from him and are content with their new lives. Unfortunately, it appears that Kody and Robyn Brown, his surviving wife, are still upset about their clan's disintegration. This could be the last straw for Kody's deteriorating family dynamic, as he just disclosed that he wants to leave the United States in order to escape the instability that has been all around him. It is not the first time that Kody Brown has fled his troubles. Avoidance is the Brown family patriarch's preferred tactic, as every viewer of Sister Wives knows. Kody had a history of evading responsibility, whether it was by leaving his first 3 spouses when they dared to disagree with him or by vanishing from his kids' life whenever they showed signs of hurt. Another example of the reality star putting personal peace above all else is his sudden wish to move to Europe and pack up his entire life. Kody and Robyn began discussing their marriage and their falling out with the former Sister Wives on the January 5th episode of Sister Wives Season 19. Kody revealed during a confessional that he was feeling the need to escape the toxic vibe he had been coping with. The father of 18 openly prioritized his own wants over those of his children, which is really startling. Although many of his children are still in elementary school and college, Kody acknowledged that he feels the major shift is essential for his own well-being. To put things in perspective, Kody also acknowledged that he did not think his relationships with his ex-partners would ever get better. The reality star continued, "I want to leave this place where I can't see it, be surrounded by it, or feel it anymore." Kody totally disregarded his role in the dissolution of his multiple families by saying this. The thought of Kody relocating to a completely new place with Robyn and her children while purposefully disregarding the conflicts with the other children is as self-centered as it gets, even though it's easy to see the allure of a fresh start. The reality star is deluding himself if he believes that a change of scenery can resolve all the problems that have caused his family to become as dysfunctional as it is now. Kody Brown never really cares about his older sister wives' kids. The degree to which Kody prioritizes Robyn and the family he has created with her over all other relationships in his life is also evident in his remarks. He is still a father to his elder children even though he is divorced and does not get along with his ex-wives. Robyn is unimportant to Kody and should be discarded along with the rest of his history, yet he still acts like everyone else. Because of how far he had driven everyone away, the patriarch of the Brown family had no one to grieve with except Robyn, even during Garrison Brown's memorial ceremony. Kody was shown holding on to the flimsy resemblances he shared with Garrison, while Janelle, Christine, and their children were observed grieving together. In actuality, though, he was never truly there to create any memories with his son. Perhaps after a loss like this, Kody does want to get back in touch with his kids. But regrettably, he never puts in any effort. Instead, he constantly takes the simple route, which involves being defensive and clinging to his ego. There's no logical reason for Kody to leave the United States. Realistically speaking, Kody's preparations for this lavish vacation in Europe are more complicated than they first appear. They aren't prepared to abandon him, even though he may be prepared to put all of his troubles behind him. First of all, compared to some regions of the United States, polygamy is less prevalent in Europe. The majority of Europe still prohibits polygamy, despite certain nations having more progressive social policies. Relocating might make it impossible for Kody and Robyn to adopt new sister wives and resume their previous way of life in the future. In addition, he and Robyn recently purchased a $2.1 million home in Flagstaff, which represents a significant financial commitment that the pair would have to manage if they decide to transfer. However, it's likely that Kody hasn't even thought about any of this considering his propensity of making snap decisions. Over the years, one thing has become abundantly clear: when the going gets tough, Kody gets going, literally. From Las Vegas to Flagstaff, he's often used geography as a shield from emotional accountability. So, when Kody mentioned during the season 19 tell-all that he was seriously considering a move abroad, fans who have been watching since day one weren't exactly shocked. Still, there's a difference between relocating from one state to another and leaving the country entirely. Kody's desire to go to Europe with Robyn and her children isn't just another chapter in the family's ongoing story of instability. It's an erasure of the entire book. In a vulnerable confessional during the final episodes, Kody explained his yearning to escape the toxicity and emotional fallout he's been living with since his 3 divorces. "I want to get away from this where I can't see it or be bombarded by it or feel it anymore," he said, making it painfully clear that his priorities don't include healing or rebuilding broken relationships. They include running from them. A self-serving plan disguised as healing. Kody's statements during the tell-all make it evident that he views himself as the victim in this family tragedy. But what about the others who have been left to pick up the pieces? his ex-wives Mary, Janelle, and Christine, and especially his children. Christine, who was the first to officially leave the plural marriage, has found love with David Woolley and appears to be thriving. Janelle, ever pragmatic, has focused on her wellness journey, career, and kids. Mary has redefined herself through entrepreneurship and personal empowerment.